What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Motor Nubs. And this car was already supposed to be like painted and done by now. I have been going around and around with Car ID about my fender. So I ordered a hood and a fender from them at the same time. The hood came in, no issues there. I got no fender. I emailed them. They were like, yeah, we'll look into that, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, after a few more emails, they finally got back to me and they were like, basically, yeah, your fender was shipped with the hood at the same time. And I'm like, no, it wasn't. It didn't come in the box. It wasn't there. I went back. I still have the box. I checked it again. And they were like, yep, not our responsibility, blah, blah, blah. And so then I submitted a PayPal claim because I did pay for this through PayPal. And I don't know what kind of voodoo magic they pulled, but PayPal sided with them on the fender. So unfortunately, oddly enough, if you search for 92 to 95 four-door Civic front driver's side fender, these are currently out of production and like nobody has them, so they're really, really expensive. I paid a little over $200 for the last one, and it looks like the only other ones I can find on eBay, normally these things are like 60, 70 bucks. The only other one I can find on eBay is currently $350. So I guess I'm gonna have to bite the bullet on that and buy one of those. I have looked locally. These cars, I guess the cars are just getting a little fewer and farther between. But yeah, that's basically the update on the Honda Civic. She is still turbo. Nothing has changed motor wise. I did replace the map sensor. It was giving me an issue where the check engine light would come on, it would run and stumble, but it wouldn't take any fuel. And guess what? It's doing the same exact thing now. So I parked it here after driving it the other day, and now I can't get it to move. So I turn the key on, check engine light stays on, and if I make sure it's in neutral, and then you want to start, if I give it throttle, like nothing. So I don't know what's going on. I tried my other map sensor. Hold on, I saved it right here. I put my other map sensor back on. These are Omni Power 3 bars. I don't think it's related to the map sensor this time. Being that this is an OBD1 car, it's a little bit more of a pain to pull the check engine lights. So I think I'm gonna just take this one to the tuner. I use J Mills tuning. This car has been running great for years, and I did feel like I needed to get the tune updated anyway. So while I'm there, we might do some things. Maybe finally go E85. I feel like E85 would be a good step, not just to gain a little bit of horsepower, but also just for the benefits of the fuel in general. Runs a little bit cooler. It's definitely a lot cheaper than 93 right now, but you don't get the fuel mileage out of it. But nobody drives around the turbo Civic for fuel mileage, at least not an older turbo Civic. I guess technically all the new Civics are turbo, aren't they? Or maybe not, I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's the update with the Civic. And then that brings me on to the Integra. So a lot of people have been asking me. A lot of people thought I got rid of this car. I am never getting rid of this Integra. I did clean it out not too long ago, and I say that and there's like junk in the floor, but this car was super dirty. So I just roughly cleaned it out. What is all this right here? Headphones, a jacket. Okay, well, not really much anything. And she's basically ready to go back to the dyno. The last thing, well, I say back to the dyno, it needs a clutch. That was the last thing that we left off on this car, is the fact that it was slipping. We were at around 380 wheel horsepower, and we were upping the boost. So let me pop the hood. Well, maybe that doesn't work anymore. Is my hood popper broken? We're at about 380 wheel horsepower, and that's when the clutch started slipping, so it needs a clutch. And at the moment, I don't have a lift. I know I've definitely done a clutch on the ground before, but I don't want to do one again. So I think I'm just gonna have J Mills put a clutch in it and then get back to retuning. Probably do a leak down test on the motor too to see if she's still healthy, because it has been sitting for a while. Does the turbo still spin? Yeah, it does. Okay. Yeah, that's good. What's it look like in here? This car has not run in like a year and a half. I mean, there's metal bits in there. So yeah, I guess that's the issue here at hand, is this car, it needs a clutch. I'm gonna put the wheels and tires that came off of the Civic on here, so we'll have a set of rollers essentially, because all these tires don't hold air. They're really dry rotted, and the wheels aren't the right bolt pattern, so they wiggle. But yeah, I'd like to see this car crack 400. This car is also on 93. I'd love to get it on E85 now that I live close to a gas station that finally has E85. There's Sheets right down the road from me. Well, about 2 exits down. I live right off the highway. So we could go E85, maybe get into some low 400 range. As for the clutch, I'm just going to go with whatever the tuner recommends. So I think he was saying the comp clutch. I don't remember what stage it was, but yeah, I did have an eBay clutch in here, and it served me well for many years, but the eBay clutch did not want to hold 400 wheel horsepower. It wasn't gonna work. So yeah, little update on both of the cars here. I guess in a perfect world, I'll be able to get that fender and go and drop that car off. Well, I can't drop it off to get it painted because it doesn't run. So get another fender, take it, get it towed down there to the tuner, see what's going on with it. That's the second ECU I've had to put in that car. The last time the ECU did something weird, and like I got no lights on the dash or anything. So hopefully I don't have another burned up ECU. If I do, this car is going to be getting Honda. I'm tired of messing around with these old chipped ECUs. They seem to be nothing but problems lately. Same with that car. We were having a little bit of chipping issues on that one. So I guess both of these might be getting Honda in one form or fashion. But yeah, perfect world. Drop that off at the tuner. He figures out the electrical issue. Then I get the fender replaced and drop it off for paint. The car is going to get a fresh coat of white on it, and then we're going to do window tint, and it's basically just going to be a little driver car. And then that one I'd like to make some horsepower on. I don't know, only time will tell. I'm not quite sure on the condition of the health of the motor though. I wish I would have taken better care of it and, like, you know, turned it over and stuff throughout the years, but I don't know. Knock on wood, hopefully it's fine. So there she is, ladies and gentlemen. Little update as to what's going on. Hopefully see you on the next video. I do have a video coming out. I bought a little Saturn, you know, so we'll check that out here on the next one. Adios, guys.